Hi, Reverend Robin here with a short Interfaith Sunday sermon for April 26th, 2020, with just a tiny bit of cursing. As I have over the last few weeks, I'll share readings from different sacred traditions today and offer along the way some reflections on what that wisdom may be suggesting to us now in these extraordinary times. And so to begin, I pray. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of all of our hearts be acceptable in thy sight, Holy One. Holy Oneness, that one that we may call God or Source or Love or Spirit or by some other name, but that in any case is beyond names and naming. Amen. Today I'll turn first to an ancient Chinese text, the I Ching, the Book of Changes. As I've done while preparing for previous weekly sermons, I asked the sage for a reading that would be useful, perhaps even inspiring, for this coming week, and again the lines fell by chance to something that seems apt for this time. And so I read from Hexagram 8, Holding Together, also called Union. On the earth, water, the image of holding together. Holding together means mutual help. Holding together brings good fortune. Holding together is something joyous. What is required is that we unite with others in order that all may complement and aid one another through holding together. So, sage advice, let us complement and aid one another, especially now. But our reading of Hexagram 8 continues. There's what's called a changing line at the top of the hexagram, a line that is read because it has its own meaning. And what that line means in this instance, we read, is no head for holding together. Misfortune, the one that stays apart and does not enter the general union, is the one at the top. The one at the top insists on going its own way, which leads to nothing. For if we miss the right moment for union and go on hesitating to give devotion, we come to regret our error when it is too late. And so we find in this reading that it is a time for holding together, for recognizing our connectedness with one another, for union and mutual aid, but that the one at the top insists on a different path, a path leading to error and misfortune. And that, sadly, is indeed the story of our United States, our union. Effectively, we are headless. Our brain is missing. Whoever's in charge has chosen to take no responsibility. We, the body, are on our own. Fortunately, though, we have each other. We've been coming together by staying apart. We have amazing healthcare workers and first responders. We have people who are putting it on the line to care for others. We're helping our neighbors by staying at home. We're adopting pets and passing on encouraging words and applauding at 7 o'clock. And we're making each other laugh, and we're sharing our sadness and crying for each other's losses. And fortunately as well, Hexagram 8 also says, inquire of the oracle again, whether you possess sublimity, constancy, and perseverance. If so, then there is no blame. And when I inquired again, we get Hexagram 26, the taming power of the great, and we read, this hexagram has a threefold meaning, expressing different aspects of the concept of holding firm. Holding firm in the sense of holding together, yes, and also holding firm in the sense of holding back, keeping still, collecting oneself, and holding firm in the sense of holding fast, caring for and nourishing. Perseverance furthers. Good fortune. So yes, we have a breakdown at the top, a failure. It's true, it's a sad and sorry fucking mess when we look up. But we can, and we do, possess sublimity, constancy, and perseverance. we have possession in great measure, whose image is of heaven inside a mountain, the image of hidden treasure. The wisdom that is within us, that is accessible to us, is that hidden treasure, the wisdom of holding firm, holding together, holding back, holding fast, holding each other. This wisdom, this treasure within the mountain, reminded me of Proverbs in the Bible, the Old Testament, in which we read, "Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver, and yields better returns than gold. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed." So we see in these pairs of readings, the I Ching and Proverbs, that if we hold fast and persevere, and we hold on to wisdom, the wisdom of our own connectedness, then we will be blessed. We will have success. I hope and I pray that you are all holding up okay, keeping it together as best you can. I hope and pray you're well in mind and body. If not, I hope and pray that you are well soon. I hope and pray you have loved ones and friends to hold and be held by. If not physically, then in your hearts, in your shared consciousness, and that you're holding fast, holding steady. And I pray that I and we will all continue to help each other hold up. We are, in many ways, on our own, it is true, but we possess great treasure, for we are all in this together. We have our connectedness, even as we are apart, and we possess a divinely fed source of wisdom and strength and constancy, like streams that crisscross the world, but are fed by the same earth and sky, and come together as water gathers in the same ocean. So let us be like Khalil Gibran's river, that lost her fear of entering the ocean, of being connected, when she realized that it was not about losing herself and disappearing into the ocean, but about finding her best self and becoming the ocean. We are called to hold together, to hold each other up, to hold each other fast, to care for and nourish one another. We will hold our own by holding tight to the people and principles that we hold dear, by holding fast to the wisdom that is available to us in those who are studying and finding the science of what is happening now. We will hold together, and in so doing, we will hold up. Amen. Have a good week, everyone.